everyone, I'm Kevin Elson. Here's a look at what's going on this week in the news. We begin with news from around the world. In late September, Pope Francis will launch the Share the Journey campaign, a 2-year program of Caritas Internationalis to promote encounters between people on the move and people living in the countries they are leaving, passing through, or arriving in. In speaking about the program, Michelle Roy, Secretary General of Caritas Internationalis, said once you understand the story of the person, you will have a different attitude.
When we speak of migrants or asylum seekers or even displaced people within a country, very often people have a feeling of fear. These people are coming to us. They are going to create problems. And we know out of experience, it's my personal experience as well, that when you meet a migrant, when you meet an asylum seeker, which means you enter in relationship with him or with her and you listen to their story and they listen to your story as well. I mean, it's interaction, interrelation. Then the whole walls system in your head falls down. People who vote against, or for those parties who are promoting ideology against migrants usually have never met a migrant. They are in the rural areas, they've never met a migrant, but they are made afraid. So fear is growing out of ignorance. Once you know, fear is down. There may be reservations, and there will be, and it's normal, because a different culture is coming in. So it's a challenge. But meeting, real meeting, not just being side by side, but entering in relationship, then changes the whole thing.
The Share the Journey campaign will run at least until 2019. The U.S. Bishops' Catholic Relief Services and Catholic Charities USA, as well as more than 160 other Caritas members around the world, will be sponsoring national and local events to provide opportunities for migrants and members of host communities to meet and share their stories. In news from around the country, Hispanic-owned retailer Goya Foods donated 10,000 pounds of food to Catholic Charities of Boston in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Puerto Rican Festival of Massachusetts. 40 to 50 volunteers gathered at the Holy Cross Cathedral in Boston to help unload the 10,000 pounds of Goya food products, filling the shelves of El Centro food pantry in the south end of Boston. The donation is part of the Goya Gives campaign, which is a national initiative to support local communities through social causes. Goya has donated millions of pounds of food to organizations across the world and continues to support over 250 organizations, events, and cultural institutions. The El Centro food pantry serves about 600 families a week. More news from around the world. Nearly 500 young people from around the world joined 1,000 Maronite Catholic youths from Lebanon for World Maronite Youth Days, which took place from July 15th through the 25th. Each morning began with mass, prayers, catechesis, and discussion groups. The youth also visited holy sites of Lebanon, including the tomb of St. Charbel. Catholic News Service has more on this special gathering from Lebanon.
We are very happy and proud to host this World Maronite Youth Days for the first time in Lebanon. It's more than 1,500 youth, all the youth coming with all their joy, their enthusiasm, all they want to exchange, all their reflections, ideas, spirit. They share their common roots here in the land of Holy Land of Lebanon, the land of saints, where the Patriarch is the head of our church. It's really a very blessed gathering where you can find joy, where to share and to take all the fruits, going as apostles back to their homelands.
all Maronite coming from all the world. It's very interesting to see that we carry our religion, our identity in several different cultures. We have something that unites us, which is our faith.
It's helping us to connect again with our heritage, to learn more about our Maronite faith and traditions. We visited a lot of places that have a great significance to our Maronite Catholic faith. It's been great to see people from all around the world as well, from different countries, and how they live their faith and what challenges they're facing as well. We learned from each other and how we can grow in our faith and stay true to it as well.
It's been a dream to come to Lebanon for a really long time for me, and this program just put it brought the perfect opportunity for it, you know. So I've been waiting and waiting, and this just brought it to me. So it's been a dream come true, really, honestly. Yeah, the land of my ancestors, really. I mean, that's where my roots are. It's very, very open. Everybody's singing songs and outwardly praising, and it's really cool to see that, because in America it's not the same. Life is built more around religion here, and since getting back into the Maronite faith, that's something that's really kind of been really cool for me to see.
And finally, the news. Good news coming from the world of Catholic radio. The Federal Communications Commission has approved the merger of Relevant Radio and Immaculate Heart Radio. Combined, the two radio groups have about 120 AM and FM stations and repeater towers broadcasting the signals into smaller cities. Both groups are nonprofit, listener-supported radio chains. Relevant stations are principally in the Midwest and East, while Immaculate Hearts are in the West and the Plains states. With the new merger, the on-air name for the company will be known as Relevant Radio. Off-air, the corporate entity will be known as Immaculate Heart Media, a nonprofit, non-stock entity with its headquarters in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which had been Relevant's home base. Well, that is all the information we have for you at this time. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with Catholic news throughout the week. Catholic Newsbreak right here on Catholic TV.